Hi there, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well today. This is your general reading for the month of October. It is a timeless reading. Whenever you see it is when you're supposed to, even if it's not in the month of October 2024. So, everything may not resonate with you because it is a general reading. Take what you need and leave the rest. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. And thank you in advance. So we're going to start off right off the bat. 3 tarot decks and 4 oracle decks. Here we go. Well, that's that. Thank you, Spirit. First, we have the Page of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the Chariot. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. Fast moving energy. All right. Don't forget, we have a solar eclipse on the 2nd of this month. Should be Wednesday, I think. And Pluto is coming out of retrograde and going direct on the 11th of this month. So the brunt of the, and we do have the death card, by the way, the brunt of the, the changes that have been taking place within humanity, within you, the brunt of that is over. You're past that. For the most part, there is residual, as there is with every single sign and every single human being, whether they have chosen to ascend on their spiritual journey or not. And on the bottom of this deck is the Fool, taking a leap of faith. So we have the Lovers again, the Death card, and the Five of Swords. Some of you need to come out of the defeatist attitude. Things are happening for you, not to you. It's been a rough few months. It's been pretty rough since April. For some of you, much longer. Some of you started on your spiritual journey a long time ago, my Geminis. And the worst is literally over. Page of Swords. Swords is about clarity, cutting through the BS. Page of Swords, so you have gotten your clarity through spirit or through situations, because with all of the retrograde planets, we have been going through a lot of death, rebirth, and transformation. We've been going through a lot of old people, places, and things popping up for us, just to make sure that we are actually done with those things. And anything left, as I said, is the residual. You are moving very quickly. According to the Chariot, you are moving very quickly towards your manifestations. They are coming. I know you've been hearing this for forever. They are coming. Assuming you've learned your lessons. Assuming that you've cut karmic ties. Assuming that you have torn up soul contracts with people from past lives that you've interacted with in this life, and you're just done. You're not interested in interacting with those people on the same level again or ever again, and that's fine. You're allowed to do that, in case you weren't aware, and it's all visual. We have the Lovers, so that's the balance. That's the balance that you are finding. No one is balanced all the time. Period, point blank. No one is balanced all the time. It's something we strive for. It's like striving for perfection. We know there is no such thing as perfection, not in the typical sense of the word. But yet we strive for it. And that's okay. We should strive for it, as long as we're aware that there is no such thing as perfection. We are perfectly imperfect. We are living lives as human beings, not as robots. We have thoughts and we have feelings. We have opinions. We've had experiences. And those experiences are what have really brought you, Gemini, your messages. Your messages have been directly from Spirit, from your Spirit team, and from Source. Source does interact with us. We are a piece of Source, a direct piece of Source. Okay, so you're on your chariot, you're on your way, because you have found some type of balance somewhere in your life where you were lacking. Emotionally, I'm thinking for Gemini, emotionally lacking. You are an air sign. There's a lot of stuff going on up here in your head. And one side of you says, let's do it this way because of this. And the other side of you says, no, let's do it that way because of that. And you have a hard time making up your mind what you want to do. You would actually appear to be neurodivergent sometimes, having possibly, ADHD or something. And I'm not a doctor, that's in the disclaimer, but you may be diagnosed with ADHD or another neurodivergent issue, which I don't see those as issues really, but for lack of a better word, issues. And all it really is, for some of you, is you're a Gemini. And people have a hard time getting a line on you, a hard time pinning you down in regards to your personality and the things that you like and the things that you don't. Spirit is relaying a message of better communication. Communication. Page of Swords. Better communication with your feelings, better communication with your wants and your needs. And not just other human beings. And we'll get back to that in a second. But also with your manifestation. Spirit says you have to pin it down. You have to pin down exactly what you want. Not the way you get it, not the way it comes to you, but what you want. Because it's right there. And a lot of you are having a hard time setting boundaries with other people. Other people aren't behaving the way you want them to, and they're not going to. And if you have tried over and over and over to make something work with someone and it's not working, that's because it's not for you. That person's not for you. That situation's not for you. Let it go. That's what this eclipse is about. Getting rid of the old garbage and bringing in the new beautiful things. That's what eclipses are for. Change, death, rebirth, transformation, Pluto. All right. And we got the Lovers again. So, this is reiteration, it's confirmation, but it's also, Spirit is also telling me that love relationships, friendships, those are the relationships that you need to set boundaries in. The love relationships and the friendships. And for some of you, the work relationships. Because you're being overworked and overlooked all at the same time. You are not being compensated for your worth. And you're doing other people's jobs. Set some boundaries. Tell them you want to raise. Don't ask. Tell them you want to raise. Or you will start finding something different. You will start finding somewhere else to work where you are appreciated. So, just be prepared. The crap hits the fan when change happens. You start setting boundaries, people start getting pissed. Simple as that. Because you're not behaving the way they want you to. So, Spirit says to stop laying down, letting people walk all over you. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start setting those boundaries. Draw that line in the sand. Draw that line on the floor with a permanent magic marker. And then when someone crosses it, we give people two times to cross it. You get away with the first time, but the second time you're all done. And for those of you who are dealing with people who have crossed your boundaries over and over and over again, something in that situation is not for you, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. It is not for you. And it's okay for you to move ahead and stop people pleasing. Okay? You guys are doing a great job, by the way. You really are. Five of Swords. This is speaking to you setting boundaries and people crossing them, and then they get mad at you. Five of Swords, in some tarot decks, the person is lying on the ground with the sword stuck in their back. Or they're standing up and they're looking back and their sword stuck in their back and they can't see them. They can't see the swords, but they can feel them. So Spirit's saying that you know that people are doing you dirty in some way, shape, or form behind your back. There's nothing you can do about that. But there's different actions. Spirit says different actions you can take. There's different actions you can take. Nights are about action. Nights are about completing a task. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the entire tarot deck because it's an air element card. You are an air element. So there's no surprise that there's swords showing up in this reading. Keep going. One foot in front of the other. The Moon. Things are hidden from you. Once you find out what they are, you will be able to juggle, to balance the things that are going on in your own life. Because right now, other people's energy is affecting you and your performance. So those people need to be put in their place. And there are different ways to take action on not allowing people to cross your boundaries. And if you have to leave, as hard as it is, and as much as you don't want to, if you have to leave that person, place, thing, job, do it. Because what's coming for you is better. Take that leap of faith. That thing that you've been asking for is right in front of you. Get out of the hangman energy. You are not. That was upside down. Yeah. Get out of the hangman energy. You don't need it anymore. Okay? You do not need to be in that energy anymore of you're not stagnant anymore. Things are moving along now for you and everybody else. Things are moving along now. Not as quickly as you want them to. There's still some planetary shifts that need to happen before you start really seeing the fruits of your labor, the how your seeds, the seeds you planted since at least since April of this year of 2024. It's going to be another minute before you see what you've planted, before you see the results of what you've planted. Towers, death, rebirth, transformation. That is all over this reading. Look at this one. Wealth, the Ten of Pentacles. This is where you're headed. Ten of Pentacles. It's a beautiful thing, people. It's a beautiful thing. And on the bottom of the, oh my goodness, perfect. On the bottom of the Crystal Visions deck is the World. Look, you can put down your swords now. The crows, they're there to give you the messages. They are giving you the messages. That's what crows are, messengers. Five of Wands, you're not fighting with yourself anymore. The residual that you're dealing with that's left over from this massive change that we've all been experiencing. You don't argue with yourself as much as you used to, and Spirit was speaking about that a little earlier in the reading, that there's different aspects of you that argue with each other. You don't have to do that. You're done with this. Ten of Wands, your burden. Your burden is not a lot lighter. You feel lighter. You can walk better. You can walk. It's not, doesn't feel like you're walking through mud so much. Mud right up to your kneecaps. Seven of Cups, you have the vantage point. Now you know what's going on. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. The World twice. Sorry, the World and the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune, the good fortune is yours. The blindfolds are off. The World. You are an integral piece of the changes that have been going on in the collective. the needed changes. These changes were necessary because the other choice that we had was to stay where we where we were, and literally annihilate ourselves. And that could be in the future too, but right now, as a collective, we have chosen to ascend spiritually, to ascend vibrationally. So you are a huge part of that. Don't forget that. I don't think you see your worth as much as clearly as I do, and as other people do. Not everyone, of course. Everyone doesn't have your best interest at heart. That's just the truth of anyone's life. But I don't feel like you see your worth. 15 on the clock. Look for 1, 5, 6, 15. All right, let's get some oracles. One step at a time. Thank you, Spirit. One step at a time. From our Healing Energy Oracle. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus I regain my ease of living. So, that's just Spirit reiterating, one step at a time. Take it slow. Can't get from point A to point Z in 20 minutes. Enjoy. My curtain just popped open. The magnets just came apart. It freaked me out for a sec. Yeah, the one step in front of the other, the focusing on the now, focusing on what's going on right now in the present, is the thing that's going to keep you grounded. Spirit does suggest nature right now. It's a beautiful time of the year. Autumn is not in full swing leaves wise, but seasonally, autumn is here, folks. You see my spider webs. I'm getting all ready for Halloweenies. I can't wait. As I wring my hands. So, yeah, one step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. You are headed towards what you want. You are absolutely headed towards what you want. Allow it to come to you the way that it comes to you, not the way that you think it should. So Spirit is suggesting that you really pay attention to instincts. That's why it's being suggested for you to ground outside. So instincts, messages from Spirit in your dreams, messages from Spirit with the ear ringing, messages from Spirit with thoughts that cross your mind, random thoughts that cross your mind. Oh, I should do this, and then it kind of floats away. But Spirit will keep reminding you until you hear. By the way, Spirit will literally kick you in the rear end until you hear, Gemini. Yes. Especially if it is your North Node purpose. So check your North Node. Your North Node will tell you what your purpose is. You can Google your birth chart, and if you know your time of birth, that makes it very specific. So check out your North Node. That tells you what your purpose is. All right, let's pick a Tree Keeper's Oracle. We have Keeper of Innocence. So, you are headed back towards that childlike awe, that inspiration. Keeper of Innocence, you're headed towards that inspiration. It's like being a kid in a candy shop. You do have choices, and many of them will lead you exactly to your purpose, your life purpose. And some of you have found your life purpose. Excellent. You just keep moving forward. And for those of you who haven't found your life purpose or can't figure that out, excellent. Just keep moving forward. When it's time for you to see it, you will see it. Just allow. Okay? And we have an Angel Oracle, Creative Project. This is for those of you who are leaving your jobs due to mental and emotional and time restraints that are put on you at this job, and reaching out for your creative endeavors. So many of you have sown the seeds of creative endeavors, and you're not seeing any type of progress. It's there. Be grateful for the little things. If you are, say, doing what I do, making videos, and a month ago you'd be lucky to get one view on one video, but this month you got 3 views on a video, be grateful for that. Because the more you're grateful for that, the more videos will be, excuse me, the more people will watch your videos. Thank you, Spirit. That was a little backwards. The more people will watch your videos. Grateful for the little things, no matter what your endeavor is. No matter if you see progress or not, you are progressing. You're almost there. It's almost time for you to see the fruits of your labor. But they are going to move slowly. Sometimes things happen overnight. That's just because, well, it's just time, or probably past due time. Spirit said, all right, that's enough already. Here you go. We're going to give this to you. But for the most part, anything that we do, again, is, like the card said, one step at a time. It is happening. All right, so creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards life. So do that thing that you've heard about over and over and over ever since that movie came out talking about a secret. Follow your bliss. And that doesn't mean that you're going to see results immediately. It's not about the results. It's about how it makes you feel when you do it. Keep it in the present. One step at a time. Keep it in the present. Okay. Now, before we do our love oracle, this is something new I'm doing for everybody's readings. Just the specific signs readings, is not for the collective monthly readings or weekly readings, but a love oracle. Okay, let's pick some words out of the word chart. Too good to be true. You are going to have an offer, and it's going to sound too good to be true. And with the way these cards are lining up here, the balance twice, the lover's card twice, the chariot move, this is not too good to be true. Go with it. At the very least, check into it. Don't just poo-poo it right off the bat. Check into it. It's not too good to be true. Just cover your butt and look into it thoroughly. Radio. Oh, messages from radio. Some of you are getting messages from music, and that's beautiful. I love when that happens. Listen to more music. Music is a creative thing. It's a creative energy all its own. And someone wrote those songs feeling a certain way. So Spirit is suggesting you listen to more music. Turn it on while you're washing the dishes. Turn it on while you're taking a shower. Turn it on, put your headphones on when you're cleaning the house, when you're vacuuming. More music. There are messages in the music. So pay attention to that, you guys. My favorite humans, my Geminis. Ice cream. What is up with that, Spirit? Okay, I think this is talking about splurge on something you're not supposed to have. Don't go overboard with it. Go have fun with some ice cream. I love me some ice cream, and I'm not supposed to eat it. But I'm eating it. Within reason. Get yourself something. It doesn't have to be ice cream. Find something. That reminds me of when I was a kid. So that reminds me of that childlike joy, that childlike inspiration, the childlike awe of being alive. So do something for yourself, Spirit suggesting, that you tell yourself, or society tells you, oh, you shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. And nothing illegal now. Behave yourself. Do it anyway. Societal views are born of fear. And you don't have to be afraid. You are protected. You are protected by your spirit team. You got this. We do 3? We did 3. Okay. So let's... 3's my magic number, you guys. Sorry. I love that it's symmetrical. I love the number 3. So let's look at a love card in regards to your love relationships. For those in this, take what resonates and leave the rest. This may not resonate with all of you. All of you don't have a love relationship and couldn't care less about having one. And I totally get that. So let's see what we've got for a love card. You never know. Listen anyway. You might hear something you need to hear. New love. Oh boy. The Tower. The World. Hold on there. And we had the Wheel of Fortune too. That is the Wheel of Fortune, sorry. And we had the World in here somewhere. I can't find it, but that's all right. We pulled the World. So, anywho, new love. Pardon me. The old paradigms, the old structures are falling. On a personal level and a planetary level. So for some of you, a new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. Some of you have relationships that can be saved. Some of you have relationships that are feeling kind of or blah. Some of you can have a newfound excitement. I think that's what the ice cream, finding something to do that you're not supposed to be, that everybody says you shouldn't do. Human beings are meant to enjoy themselves. Not to restrict every single thing just because society said so. Now don't do anything. And if you feel like you need help health-wise, if you have an emergency, check the disclaimer, call 911. But if you're able to do, if there's something you just really want to do, you've been craving to eat it or do it or see it or experience it, that's what you're being told to do. And for some of you in current relationships, that's going to spark your relationship again. You guys restrict yourselves too much. Mostly out of not being able to make up your mind what the heck you want to do. What choice do you want to make? Spirit says pick one. It doesn't matter. If it's not for you, you'll know it and you can change your mind. And it's never a waste of time. There's a takeaway to every single situation, no matter how wonderful it is or how much it sucks. So, okay. That's it, you guys. Thanks for showing up, Gemini. I really appreciate it. You have a lovely morning, day, or evening. And gird your loins for the October 2nd eclipse. It is going to be a rough ride emotionally. And it's in Libra, so we're the Gemini. Or the balance. Libra is the balance. Another air sign. So check that reading too. And check your placements. If you know where your planetary placements are in your birth chart, check that too, because I do all of the signs once a month for the monthly. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. I would appreciate it. The channel would appreciate it. Get those messages out to other people that might need to hear them. All right, much love and many blessings.